Hi, welcome to How We Met. I'm Sheryl Strich, and every month I get to interview two couples who tell their story about how they met. First couple up today is Mary and Barry Allwright. Mary and Barry are both in the All Musicians Club and in a little jam group which is currently on hiatus. Barry plays a lot of golf, and Mary's in the History Club and tries to make the Tuesday and Thursday 9:50 exercise class in Clubhouse 1. She's in a Thursday night canasta group, and outside of the village, Mary is the editor of an online magazine for the Plato Society group. Mary was recently in Theater Guild productions of Irma Bombeck and also Cavalcade of Comedy. We film a month before, so the show is tonight, but I had to mention it for next month. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He is also in the History Club, and he's doing some presentations on Will Rogers and the Pacific Crest Trail and that sort of thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And Barry is also in the History Club. So thank you so much for coming on. I always ask 3 questions, and the first question is really a tough one. Where are you from?
Me, personally?
You?
Portland, Oregon. Came here down Southern California when I was 7 years old, so.
And you've been in Southern California ever since?
Ever since.
I'm one of 11 natives in the state. I was born in Culver City, California.
Oh, well, great.
Yeah.
Great. How long have you been a couple?
Okay, let's count this. It'll be 31, so it's really for 33 years. I
33
guess, if
years.
you count it all up.
Okay, and how long have you been in Laguna Woods?
Almost exactly 1 year.
And we'll probably get into that, why you moved to Laguna Woods, but let's get started about how you met. So, how'd you meet?
I was sitting in the boardroom of it was the Sierra Club, and there was the part of the Sierra Club that does inner city outings, and we take at that time we were both middle school teachers, and you take your kids from the inner city on a hike.
So you were a teacher coming to a Sierra Club function.
Meeting, yeah,
We did the same thing at our respective schools.
It's different schools.
Different schools. You gather kids together whose parents will let them go, and then you get in a bus with the Sierra Club leader, and they take the kids to somewhere in the Santa Monica Mountains, and the kids, many of them never left Los Angeles. So it was a remarkable experience for all of us.
They've lived there their whole lives, never seen the ocean. Like one little girl cried when she missed the cow, that was out the window, and it's just, it's a really wonderful. So anyway, I'm sitting there and we're to give my report to tell them what happened, and the president's, I guess a little bit later, went to get coffee or something. So she walks in with this guy behind her.
Barry?
And I thought, oh, the couple there, And it never dawned on me that they weren't together just because of the way they walked in. Why did you walk in? Why did you walk in at the same time? You don't know?
I have no idea.
Oh, this is a story. Okay, we'll look into that later. Anyway, so then he came up to me afterwards and he said, he introduced himself and he said, what school do you work at, and so on and so forth. And he said, an assistant principal there that we know. Charlotte was her name, first name. And she said, tell him, I said, hello. I said, what was your name again? And so every time I saw her after that, we'd chat or something, I'd walk, I forgot to tell her about Barry, And so his name was on my mind. So then you get to tell the second part.
So we both liked country western dancing.
How did you know that?
Well,
we didn't.
I had not been before.
But how did you know that?
We didn't.
Okay.
We didn't.
So 20 miles away, and maybe 3 weeks later, we happened to show up at Denim and Diamonds.
Oh, separately?
Completely independent.
Oh.
My son had gotten out of the Army, and he had been stationed in a southern state. And he said, you have to try country western. I'm like, what do you mean country? And I was with my son.
Okay, that's why you were there.
I was there sitting there in a booth with anyway.
And you like country western?
I was learning how to do country western dancing.
Okay.
I'm forgetting that was her first time.
Yeah.
I'd probably been there half a dozen times.
Okay, all right.
So I see this woman and I go, oh, I know her. And I had to took a moment for me to register who she was. And then she was with her son, who's 6'6", 240 pounds. And I presume it's her date. That I thought she was going out with her son.
You didn't.
So I didn't know.
There's this little funniness in our family.
Yeah. So she looks young. So anyway, I said hi, and then we sort of had to register where we knew each other from, and then we ended up talking and talking.
When did you tell him that was your son?
Oh, I said, here's my son.
Okay. So then you could stay and talk.
Yes.
And so then he sat down, instead of like, and my son after a while is like, watching, like, I don't think you really want to be around your mom when she's
Meeting a guy.
So he left. He left after, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, I think. I don't know, we were just talking.
30 years ago. Who knows?
33 years ago, yeah.
And so, okay, so you took Mary's number?
Yeah.
Because at that time you didn't take his number.
No, we had no intention of ever seeing each other again when we were at the Sierra Club meeting.
Oh, but when you were country western?
Yeah, well, after we went, and then we just sat and we closed the place down.
And we went out in the parking lot, and it was, I don't know how we went to work the next day.
Well, hold on a second. You came with your son.
Yes, I have the same question. How did she get home?
How did you get home? You didn't drive her home?
You didn't notice we were standing you knew we were standing by my car.
Well, how did your son get home?
Oh, it must have come separ'd from you.
We must have, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's all I
I'm
can
worried
think of.
about him now.
Where'd he go? How'd he get home? How'd he get home?
Who cares, I'm
All right, okay, so then you took Mary's number. Mary, you did not take Barry's number.
No.
We didn't do that then, 30 years ago. And then how soon did you call her?
Oh, very soon. It was obvious that we had so much in common. It was just
So at that point, you were both middle school teachers?
Teachers.
Yeah. And then when did you move up?
Probably 10 years later, we became assistant principals.
So you both moved up.
It was probably 6 or 7, I think, years later. We became then counselors.
Yeah, we became counselors
School
first.
counselors, and then, yeah, you're right about it in terms
But
of
at different, but at both inner cities, both different schools, both inner city schools.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Although I ended up being transferred to different places and ended up at a high-performing school.
So, okay, so then when did you become okay, so you started dating. And then how soon after that did you realize you were really a couple?
Well, here's what happened is he invited me over to his place. He said, I'll fix dinner. And I was so shocked. Yeah, you cook, and I thought, that's a deal. So he invites me over, and it was spaghetti, I think, it was spaghetti that he made. Something, sort of a tradition with me, unfortunately, is I got some on my clothes, and
that's the tradition?
it's
a trait.
I don't know. There's some, I don't know, loose space in something happens. And so he says, here. Oh, I went, oh, well, I'll have to wash this, And he said, no, take my shirt. I'm like, oh, I can't take your shirt. That's ridiculous. So he makes me take his shirt. And then he's going away on vacation. And I thought, I wonder why I'm doing this. I slept in that shirt every single night, when he was gone. And I didn't even know him. And I thought, I'm being so odd. But anyway.
We had the same experience. I was on vacation. I was like, I miss her. I don't even know who she is, but it was this sense of, wanting to be around her. Interestingly enough, we were both dating other people at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. You would have to bring that up.
Were you on vacation with the other person?
No.
you were seeing? Oh.
No. But that was it. I think, I don't know about her, but I mean, but she lived pretty far away anyway. But
So is that the last vacation you took without Mary?
more or less, every year I walk
Oh, yeah.
the Pacific Crest
Okay,
Trail.
well, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
That doesn't count because you're not going to do that.
No.
Right.
He went with his brother every year, and always a different group of people. And I'd stayed home, and people say, "Where is he?" I said, he went to Thailand. I don't know why he goes there every year. And people would look at me like, do I tell her what I think, or my suspicions,
Why does he go to Thailand by himself every year? I don't know.
But he was
I
up
love
there. He was up there during 9/11 and didn't know it happened.
Oh.
We came out of the mountain on 9/14 into a small town in central Oregon. And we see all the flags at half staff and "We love you, New York" signs. And I walked up to this guy and I go, "What's with all of the New York stuff?" He goes, "What are you, from Mars?" I mean, we lived through 9/11. We never knew. It was like Rip Van Winkle. We woke up in a different world. It was crazy.
And how did you get back from Oregon?
We
Nothing
were-
was moving. Or had you left a car?
One of us flew and unwisely had his canister of gas that you use to heat when you're in the mountains, and he took it on the plane, and they almost shot him, I think.
That was not you. That was your brother.
My brother and I drove, and he
okay.
flew.
Okay. All right. Right. You went from one Rip Van Winkle to a whole different America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I didn't know because they were thinking that there were, camps up there of terrorists in the mountains, and I was like, I didn't know the whole time if he was
Interestingly, that's before your cell phones really worked
right.
and you could really contact people. I mean,
Right.
well, how we live now, like, why didn't you call him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you would have reached him, but not
Maybe.
then.
Yeah.
Well, he would have had a special phone that he could use in the mountains.
Maybe, yeah. Satellite phone.
Right,
or
a
something.
satellite. You would have had a satellite
Oh,
phone.
yeah,
So
there
Yeah,
you
I
go.
guess
You're
so.
right.
Yeah.
yeah. But in case you ever want to do this again,
Yes. Oh,
I'm giving you the information.
I'm on it.
And so, do you have a company, a name?
No. So what kind of trips or stuff have you done? Mary, you've been in a lot of shows. Have you worked with her?
No, I have become the cameraman for all of her auditions because it's now you do auditions from your house, and that's we do a lot of them. She's really cooperative and easy to be with during those times. And
Not true at all.
so no, I'm not.
I'm like this. Oh, you got the camera angle wrong, like that, and I don't know how he puts up with me.
I'm not in the acting world, but I did do Toastmasters, and I've booked with a number of the senior centers in the community to do this lecture on Will Rogers, because we were docents at his home.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Nice. I've gotten the 2-minute warning, so I'm going to put in a little plug right now. Mary and I are in Cavalcade of Comedy, which is showing tonight. However, Village Television is going to be filming it, and it will be on YouTube. Mary plays a judge, and I play a doctor. And unfortunately, if you're seeing this now, you will have missed the live show, but it will be on YouTube, so you can see it. And it's been a delight. It's been a delight working with you, both here and
It has been.
and the rehearsals.
It's been great fun.
It's every day, every rehearsal is a different situation. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming on. It's really fun. Thank you.
thank you very much.
Okay, next couple up is Deborah Zulch-Klee and Bill Zulch. Bill's a member of the Laguna Woods Men's Golf Club and the Lynx Men's Prayer Group. He also takes art classes with Emeritus. Deborah takes Emeritus classes in drama, readers theater, and fiber arts. She's a member of Old Pros and Theater Guild and was recently in the Theater Guild Christmas program along with the Old Pros shows Dress Rehearsal and Just Desserts. Long time ago, Deborah and I were in a show that never got off the air.
That was very disheartening.
But it was fun getting to know her then. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I always ask 3 questions, and the first question is, where are you from?
I am from the Fullerton area. I have 4 boys and raised them in Fullerton. And before we met, I had sold my home and had an ADU with my oldest son and was enjoying freedom from yard work and
Making
the
dinner?
ability to and the ability to travel. And so that's where I'm from.
Quite satisfied with a single life.
Yes.
So you're a native Californian.
You know, I was born in Ohio.
Oh, okay, so you're
No,
not.
sorry, I was born in South Bend, Indiana.
Okay.
And then lived in Cleveland, Ohio, but moved out here when I was young.
Okay.
So started out
So
in
you're
the
not
valley.
really a native, but
Yeah.
almost.
I
not
am a native.
Oh, and you're a native.
Yes, from San Bernardino.
Okay.
My grandfather was a prospector in Colorado and found gold and moved to San Bernardino and formed an auto body shop called Zolt's Auto Works.
Neat.
Yeah.
How much gold did he find?
Enough, in chunks, in granite. It was beautiful.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah.
So,
So that's where we started. And my dad, he had 2 sons. My dad and my uncle Carl, and my dad became a concert pianist, fine artist, and Carl took over the auto body business.
okay. Your dad didn't have he didn't get a part in the auto body business?
No,
Oh,
no, he had the artistic bug.
Okay, so your grandfather didn't give him a share in that?
No, nor did he want it.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. Okay.
He went to USC, got his master's in music, and studied in Fontainebleau, France,
Oh,
with Robert Casadesus. Became a concert pianist, and then hooked up with Rudy Valley, the swing band.
oh really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. And so my mom and my dad toured with Rudy Valley, and then they formed their own act.
oh,
Yes,
okay.
on the dance act.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you came along, did they continue to do that?
My dad started playing piano down at Corona Del Mar.
Okay,
My mom went on tour as a talent agent
okay.
for National School Assemblies. So she sold school assemblies, which you probably saw
Probably.
growing up.
Right.
So she sold them all over the country.
Okay.
That's what they did.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to how you met yet, but
No.
answer my
Oh,
2 other.
there's a story.
Okay. How long have you been a couple?
We were married 10/10/2020
Okay.
during the pandemic
Under a circus tent.
under a circus tent outside of a church. And I guess we knew each other for a couple years, like a year and a half or so.
2018.
Okay.
2008.
Yes. We met on a pilgrimage to Israel.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
Hold on.
That's
I have,
how we were a couple.
one more question and then.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I forgot it. Oh.
You're going with 3 questions. You'll get there.
How long have you been in Laguna Woods?
I have been in Laguna Woods for 5 years since I met Bill. Bill has a long history with Laguna Woods.
Well, yes. I bought a place for my mom,
Okay.
Joyce Hale, and she lived here about year 2000.
Okay.
And then she fell down, needed a shoulder replacement, hip replacement. So I moved in to help her.
Oh, okay.
So when we met, I was living with my mom, whereas my mom was living with me.
Yeah,
My
no,
mom was living
That
with me.
sounds so much better.
So
babe.
much better. And yeah, she told. Yes, and then she was living with her son.
Okay. All right. Okay. How did you meet?
Why don't you start the story, babe?
Okay. So it starts in 2007 when we both
Oh,
went to a retreat called Cursillo. Means small course in Spanish.
Okay.
And through the church. And she went the same year I did in 2007. Didn't know each other.
Never laid eyes.
Which church?
It was a Catholic church,
Okay. All
San
right.
Antonio Catholic, and
Okay.
then
But it's all over the diocese, all the
St. Killian,
churches.
St. Nicholas, St. Timothy, everywhere. So, so we, all of us 55 card-carrying cruceistas got on a bus and took us to the airport, and then we got a bus in Israel,
Okay.
and that's, we met standing next to each other in church
Oh, in
Same.
Israel.
in Israel. Yes. So she was standing right next to me, and after the service, I turned to her and I said, "You have the voice of an angel."
You do.
And I thought, clearly he doesn't have much knowledge of music.
So later on that night, across the bar, I repeated that. I yelled across, "You have the voice of an angel," and she elbows her friend and says,
Oh, just like, that's, what a pickup line. What a pickup
So that was a stellar start.
And,
"Yeah."
and during this tour, they go to a place where they believe the wedding feast of Cana.
Okay.
And they have a renewal of vows for all the married people there. Well, if you were single, you just were told, like, just go stand
just
over there.
"Stay out of the
Go
way and be
stand over
quiet."
there. Well, my girlfriend was very upset about that. She's a widow and just felt excluded and etc. So she went and talked to the deacon, and the deacon said that Bill had been divorced for about 3 years. I went, hot dog, I'm setting you guys up.
To your friend.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, don't ever have me say yep, Cheryl. Don't ever do it.
I didn't feel excluded because, like you, I was doing interviews with the couples. So
okay.
I felt I had a role to fulfill.
Yeah.
But she felt very excluded, so she went.
And Karen, and I was like, whatever.
So their goal was to set me up with.
Right, so I spent the
girlfriend.
entire time, and I'm a counselor, and so I was trying to use my spidey skills as a counselor to see if this guy was a jerk
I
or
was
not.
grilled. I was interviewed. It was, yeah.
Yeah, every time, and we
But
would
the
eat
good
lunch
thing is
So
together.
you kept getting in touch with him to find out
Everywhere we went in Israel, she would come along with her friends.
Right, watch
To
for
check
him,
it out.
to try to get him and get
So
him
we
sitting
would-
next to each
We
other.
would sneak off and have lunch.
You weren't like 15 at this time, right?
No,
You were-
no, no.
I felt like
No, I know.
felt like on
did
these
feel that
tours
way.
they go to the same spots, big huge spots,
Right.
and you invariably have falafel.
Right.
And so we got a little bit tired of falafel. No
No, I do too.
aspersion against that. But so we had to go. We snuck off and had little picnics. We got some cheese and bread and wine, and we had
And he
picnics.
was with another man who was married, Peter. It was very nice. So that was. So we ended the tour, and he was going to take on a leadership role in this Curcio movement, and I had already done it. So I said, well, if you need any help, let me know. And we got on the plane, and I never heard from him again for months.
You never heard from Bill?
No,
Oh.
no.
Apparently, my mom never taught me the lesson that the man has to ask the woman for the phone number.
Oh, you didn't get that
Yeah,
lesson?
He
I didn't.
didn't get that.
I didn't get
and
the
his
lesson.
mother did such a good job in
And-
every other area.
So finally, I emailed and said, "Can you help me with my speech?"
That was in
And gave us an
February.
excuse to go out and have to Zov's over here
Oh.
in Tustin to have dinner. And so after a bottle of wine and some discussion, we never talked about the speech, but we closed the restaurant. So,
And we did that, closed a lot of restaurants for a long time. Still very resistant. I had been through a divorce that
yeah.
was ugly. I'd been divorced over 20 years, and like, I'm not going there again. Let's go to the movies. That'll be fun. That'll
So
be fun.
we hit the Marvel movie circuit.
Oh,
I love Marvel movies.
oh.
Yeah,
Different.
crazy.
And I don't know, I think our first kiss, in fact, I know our first kiss in his car, and I was leaning over and I was thinking about kissing her, going, no, I'm not, that's,
And it's one of those things where you turn, and so half of the kiss was magic, and the other half,
I yelled, oh, shoot, and jumped out of the car.
and ran away.
And you still got in touch with her again?
Exactly.
The next day,
Oh, okay.
I said, I think we need to talk.
I thought I'd never, like, who does that? What is wrong? What is wrong with you?
So we talked, and then I said, so it was like, well, may I hold your hand? So that was the start. It was very slow and progressive.
Yeah, but because I don't know, once burned, just
I
not,
understand.
I don't want to play
I
anymore.
understand.
And I think I'm pretty sure I said to Bill, I'm looking for red flags, just so you know, and don't you tell anybody we're going out.
So she'd made a list before,
Yeah.
during
Several
her single
years ago,
days,
yeah.
of all the things she wanted in a man, which wasn't happening.
Right.
And so it was only a God thing, I think, because okay, let's put you together in a foreign land, and so we got the list out after, and then it was like,
I just
okay,
said
there were all the,
it was there.
They
It
were
was in a
all- it was
book.
me.
I'd found it in a book.
like I have a sense of humor, and
Right.
Yeah.
whatever.
Love God's
Yeah.
sense of humor, man of integrity, and I kept trying to find out ways to say, no, okay, there you go. No, I don't want to.
My first wife thought I was homely. My second wife thought I was handsome.
Yeah. I think she needed glasses. I don't know what her problem
Hey.
was.
You won.
I'm just, but I would both blessed, and I've never been happier. So in my, late 60s, early 70s.
I met you, I think you had been married for a year.
Right, that sounds about right.
Yeah, you had been married maybe a year, and you were very happy then.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
It's the greatest thing.
I just got the warning that I have to wrap this up.
All
But
right.
this was a great story. Thank you.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much
Good.
for coming on.
Thank you
Well,
so
thanks
much,
for
Cheryl.
the invitation, and I look forward to hanging out with you and
Yeah.
in
Maybe we'll be
some
in a
productions. I'm
maybe
looking
we'll be
for
in a
auditions.
show together.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Trying to figure out some auditions,
Perfect.
and this has been fun.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you.
You're welcome.
God bless.
Yeah.
Bless. If you'd like to come on to the show, email us at lwvcouples@gmail.com. Include your name, phone number, and email address, and brief description of your story.